50 years ago, off the northern coast of France, hundreds of ships gathered near the beaches at Dunkirk. Their aim was to save what they could of the Allied armies which had been destroyed by the German advance through the Low Countries a month before. Among the rescuing warships were some 200 little ships, small, privately owned craft which had crossed the Channel to do their bit. In the 10 days of the evacuation, they helped get 338,000 British and French soldiers back to Britain. Now, 50 years on, many of the surviving boats are being got ready to cross the Channel again, and they'll be ferrying soldiers again, this time taking them to the beaches instead of off them, so that together they can commemorate the saga that happened there all those years ago.
I can remember the dead and that were all being washed by the tide on the beach in the oil and the dirt and that, and a lot of the people who had been killed were stacked in tiers just at the end of the mole. Remember that vividly.
And we come across one of these little ships. I sat on the deck. I know the ship if I see her. I don't know her name because that picture's in my mind.
A fishing boat picked us up. My only regret, I didn't take the name of it. And then the skipper looked down. He said, "These lads look really sick. We'll tranship them." When they came level, 2 matlows jumped across. They threw us across like a sack of spuds. And when I woke up, I was at the cliffs of Dover. It was really marvellous.
There's 2 men that got us out of this alive. That was Christ and Abel Ramsey. I mean, the little ships that came out, you cannot honestly believe that the fantastic work they did. There were little boats, rowing boats, little ships were being blown up. You know, the ships and the pleasure boats was blown up. The 2 hospital ships we saw hit.
The mere point of me going back to the pilgrimage is to go to the cemetery. Because in my idea, them boys are still waiting for their boat. They are the heroes, them who never got back. I'm a Normandy veteran, and I go back to Normandy. And it's the boys who are laying there, they're the heroes. We're the lucky ones.
At least we came home.